UFC, Dana White, UFC, man. Honestly, I don't know what they are doing lately. I don't know what the UFC are doing lately. I think they are losing star power like tremendously. Imagine the welterweight division having Belal Muhammad as a champion. There are lots of other people, other fighters, other people in that division that could do better as a champion. But no disrespect to Belal Muhammad. No disrespect to Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad is a massive champion. He deserves to be there. And nobody should discredit that guy. Only that, he needs to be really, really energetic to be the champion, to be somebody that people wants to watch. Not everybody knows that Belal Muhammad is fighting this weekend. But whenever John Jones wants to fight, people will be counting down on that day till John Jones fans. Whenever Conor McGregor wants to fight, people will be counting down on Conor McGregor. Whenever Alex Poatan wants to fight, people will be counting down to Alex Poatan's fight. Or whenever the lifestyle bender, Israel Adesanya, who is out of the pay-per-view, whenever he fights, even if it is in prelims or just a normal fight night, people are going to count it down. So Belal Muhammad being the champion, is he killing a little bit of UFC star power? Because there are a lot of UFC champions now who are not even doing anything when it comes to promotion. They are not very good at promoting themselves. And Belal Muhammad is not that kind of person. Some people call him boring champion, some people call him this, some people call him that. But I'm not going to talk about Belal Muhammad. This is the reason I came here to talk about this video, because Dana White was asked in the interview press conference yesterday of the UFC pay-per-view who is coming up this weekend. Dana White was asked. Ilya came out and said that his next fight depends on this fight between Belal and JDM. If JDM wins, that means Islam Makhachev is going to move up to the welterweight to fight for the second belt. But if Belal wins, Islam Makhachev has to stay back in his division, 155 division, and defend his belt against Ilia Topuria, which means Ilia Topuria is either waiting for Belal to win or lose, because his potential fights are between Charles Oliveira or the current champion Islam Makhachev. I know everybody wants him to fight Islam Makhachev because that is his goal. He wants to fight Islam Makhachev at all costs, because according to him, he knows he could defeat Islam Makhachev, and Islam Makhachev doesn't want to fight people coming out from the featherweight, which I understand. I mean, Islam Makhachev had given Volkanovski twice his chance to defeat him, but he couldn't. And Islam Makhachev, who is the current pound for pound, has the right to choose whoever he wants to face. So here comes the question, guys. Here comes the question. Who do you want Islam to face? Because Islam come outside and said his next fight now is in the fight week at June. I think June or June something is in the fight week. So he's expected to fight either Charles Oliveira or Islam Makhachev, depending on the fight happening this weekend. Do you think that's a great move? Because Dana White also confirmed it, that yes, that is the goal. But will Islam Makhachev want to fight Ilia Topuria? No, there are a lot of lightweight contenders in that group. There are a lot of lightweight contenders in that division. There's Justin Gaethje, who is looking forward to fight for the belt again. There is Arman Sakurian, who is also looking forward to fight for the belt. There is Charles Oliveira. There is a lot of them. There are a lot of them who wants to fight for the belt. And there's Max Holloway, who just come into the division. Dustin Poirier is still there. There are a lot of them. And now you are talking about Paddy the Pimblet, who is another big name in that division. So it's a very, very tricky division. It's a very, very, I think, the most active and the most interesting division in the UFC at the moment. So that division alone has a lot of stars stacked in that division. But here comes the question, guys. What if Belal Muhammad lost that fight? We're talking of Islam moving up to the welterweight division to face JDM, which I don't think that will happen. I think Belal Muhammad is going to win that fight, either by submission, either by finish, or by distance. I think Belal Muhammad has all the tools to beat JDM. Although I'm not writing JDM off. JDM is an interesting fighter. His standing up is amazing. There are very few that could beat that guy and stand up in that welterweight division at the moment. And Belal Muhammad, as we are hearing lately, people are calling him now the new Canelo, that he can box. He's telling everybody that he's going to finish JDM by boxing. I think that's a strategy. If JDM comes out that day and thinks Belal Muhammad is going to box him, he's just wasting your time. Before you know, you just take him down and submit him. Belal Muhammad is a champion for a reason. So I don't see JDM winning that fight like that. So I think the next fight for Islam should start getting ready to face Ilia Topuria. That's the fight everybody wants to see. That's the fight every UFC fan wants to see. We all want to see Islam defend that belt against Ilia Topuria. And honestly, if that fight happens, that's going to be one of the biggest fights of the year 2025. Although we are waiting for the ever longest waiting fight of the century between John Jones and Thomas Pinot. We don't know when that will happen. But as long as we wait for that, we are going to get this fight. This is a big fight, a massive fight, if it happens. So I think this weekend is going to show us the next fight of Islam Makhachev. And where Islam Makhachev will be right now, we'll be praying that Belal lose. Although Islam has already promised Belal Muhammad that whenever he fights, if he's still a champion, he's not going to fight him because they are very good friends. Although, I mean, he wants to be a double champ. And if he cannot do it in the welterweight, I don't know if he's going to do it in the middleweight, because those middleweight guys are big. If you think he's going to beat Khamzat Chimaev, he might be lying. And if you think he's going to beat DDP, I think he's just joking. He could be some middleweight, yes, 100%, because I believe without fighting, he's around 185, 190 kilos. Islam Makhachev is a big guy. Don't get it wrong. He's a big guy, so he could also contend for the belt of the middleweight. But guys, before you go up to middleweight, you still have to face the welterweight contenders, because those ones too are not just small guys, they are big guys. Unfortunately, his friend is the champion. So that leaves us and leaves the lightweight division at a hold. So we want to know who is next for Ilia Topuria. And as it stands, the fight is depending on what is going to happen this weekend. And we all hope, my own prayer is, Belal remains the champion, and let's see how Islam is going to defend that fight against Ilia Topuria, because Ilia Topuria is not a guy that just say and not do. Ilia Topuria, every time he comes out to say, he does it. And he has said it, that he's going to defeat Islam Makhachev. And that fighter wants to see. That fight is going to sell. If John Jones and Thomas Pinot don't make it this year, this is going to be the biggest fight of the year. And the UFC knows that. That's why they're taking their time. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to give anybody anyhow kind of fight. And I believe when that fight happens, that fight is going to be fireworks. It's going to be fireworks. Guys, let me know what you think about them. Dana White's response to confirming the statement of Ilia Topuria for the next fight of the lightweight division. Guys, tune in this weekend. I'll be reacting to the post-fight interview and post-fight reaction of this pay-per-view this weekend. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. It's not just my channel, it's your channel. Many people watch this channel, and please subscribe to it, because it helps the channel grow. Until next time, guys, peace.